Hello and welcome to another live workshop. And today we have a very special topic to cover, which is gratitude. We're going to talk about cultivating gratitude and harvesting the power of appreciation. So I am Olga Benyaminov, and I'm welcoming you here to explore the transformation and the practices of gratitude. Let's start in with the usual PowerPoint presentation. Lots of note-taking today, so I hope you're ready for that. So let's start with what gratitude is. Gratitude is a powerful practice. It's a powerful practice that can profoundly impact our lives. It involves recognizing and appreciating the positive impacts of life, even the smallest changes of gratitude. Today, we'll dive into the gratitude and why it matters and how it can enhance your spiritual journey. So gratitude is more than just saying thank you. It's really about cultivating a full mindset of appreciation for the blessings of our lives. Big blessings, small blessings are still blessings. By focusing on what we have rather than what we don't have, we shift our perspective and invite more joy and abundance into our lives. Gratitude really serves as a very powerful mindset, and shifts from scarcity to abundance. So instead of dwelling on what we lack or what was going wrong or what could have happened, gratitude redirects our attention to the blessings and the positivity of our lives. When we acknowledge and appreciate what we have, we cultivate a sense of abundance, which then can lead to a greater satisfaction. When you're grateful for what you have, you are going to get more of what you are grateful for. This shift in perspective really help us to see opportunities, see solutions, and even the possibilities that may have been kind of not visible for us because we were focusing on negativity and scarcity. Overall, when we practice gratitude, it trains our brain and our mind to see the riches and to see the beauty in our lives, fostering a more positive and fulfilling outlook. Of course, there are so many things that go in our lives that make it difficult to be grateful. But keeping a journal, and I'll go over that in a little bit, will really help you be more grateful and practice gratitude on a daily basis. So what does gratitude actually mean to you personally? Let's start by exploring what gratitude means for each of us. Each of us has a different understanding of what gratitude might be. What comes to your mind when you think of gratitude? How would you define this in your own words? And to answer this question, I'm going to give you my answer to that. When I think of gratitude, I envision a very deep sense of appreciation and thankfulness for the blessings, for the kindness, for the opportunities that we have in our lives, both big or small. Gratitude to me is the recognition and the acknowledgement of the goodness that surrounds us. Even the smallest challenges and hardship are really there to be grateful for. It's about shifting our focus from what we lack to what we have, fostering the sense of abundance, contentment, and connection to the world around us. I'm going to focus on the scientific study for this today. And I'm sure you've heard before, and if you are a reader like I am, and if you are interested in different personal growth classes, then you've heard that before. Your brain cannot occupy two emotions at the same time. And I think we did such an exercise before, but if you try to think about something bad and then immediately start to think about something good, both emotions cannot be in at the same time. You cannot feel sad and happy at the same time. You cannot think something bad and then think something good at the same time. One emotion can only occupy at the same time. And this is so known among personal growth and development classes, coaches. But now I want to show you the other aspect of it. I want to show you the study behind it. And there is really a scientific study that explains gratitude and shows gratitude and explains why it is actually profound. So many studies, I'll focus on a few today, shown that practicing gratitude actually can have a profound effect on your life. And not just your life, improve your well-being, as I'll show you in a minute. You can improve your mental health. You can increase your resilience. The benefits of gratitude are so profound and large. When you cultivate gratitude, you can really enhance your overall satisfaction and sense of fulfillment. I'm going to start with the first one, improving well-being. Studies have found that regularly expressing gratitude is associated with increasing levels of happiness, life satisfaction, and overall well-being. Grateful individuals tend to experience more positive emotions and less depression and anxiety. And I will give you exact specifics research that found this. Enhanced relationships. Gratitude strengthens interpersonal relationship because it's fostering feeling of closeness, trust, mutual support. When you express gratitude toward others, it can deepen connections and improve communications within relationships. It really does improve mental health. Gratitude practices have been associated with improved physical health outcomes, including better sleep qualities, reduce inflammation, and even strengthen immune functions. These benefits really contribute to the overall longevity and well-being of an individual. Physical health benefits. Gratitude practices have been associated with improved physical health outcomes. It includes better sleep quality, as I mentioned, just like better mental health. Grateful individuals are also able to cope with challenges and experience fewer negative psychological symptoms. So that is also improving mental and physical health. It increases pro-social behavior. These benefits may contribute to both longevity and well-being. So how does it do that? Because grateful individuals are more likely to engage in acts of kindness, helping others, or doing some other activities to make others happy. When you practice gratitude, you really encourage the focus on the positive aspect of life. So you promote this sense of interconnection with others, leading to much more compassionate and helpful behavior. So overall, science has shown that they're very consistent with demonstration of positive effect of gratitude on mental health, on resilience, on overall quality of life. So when you're integrating gratitude practices into your daily life, it could be so powerful, such a powerful tool for promoting your psychological and emotional well-being. So what are the type of psychological benefits of gratitude? So research has shown that gratitude has numerous psychological benefits. It can reduce depression. It can reduce anxiety, stress, while also increasing life satisfaction and happiness. When you practice gratitude regularly, you can enhance your resilience and overall self well-being, sense of well-being. So I want to focus on how does it do that. So reducing depression. A study published, and I'll give you an exact study, you can look it up. A study published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology found that individuals who engage in gratitude exercises experience significant reduction in depression symptoms compared to those of the control group. That study is Emmons and McClough, 2003. Another study published in a Journal of Counseling and Clinical Psychology showed that gratitude interventions lead to improvements in depression symptoms among individuals with chronic illness. That's Hoffman et al. 2014. It also can help reduce anxiety. Research published in the Journal of Research and Personality demonstrates that gratitude was inversely associated with anxiety levels, suggesting that individuals who reported higher level of gratitude experienced lower levels of anxiety. Wood, 2010. If you need to read this or you want to read any of those researches, please send me a message and I will send you a link to those published researches. Meta-analysis published in a Journal of Happiness study concluded that gratitude interventions were effective in reducing symptoms of anxiety with small to moderate effect size across various study of design, and that is Davis in 2016. It can also reduce stress. A randomized controlled trial published in the Journal of Health Psychology found that participants who practiced gratitude reported lower levels of perceived stress and greater emotional well-being compared to the control group. That's Emmons and Mishra, 2011. So there are really a lot of studies that show that, and all of those studies provide clear evidence that gratitude actually does intervene with other anxieties, stresses, and other benefits. So feel free to ask for those, and I will definitely send them to you. Gratitude doesn't only affect the mind, it actually affects psychologically as well. Studies have found that gratitude practices can lower inflammation, blood pressure, and heart rate. They are also improve sleep quality, as I mentioned before, and may also slow down aging process. So the study that shows reducing inflammation was a study that published in a Journal of Psychosomatic Medicine, found that individuals who reported higher levels of disposition gratitude had lower levels of inflammatory biomarkers, such as C-reactive proteins, CRP, if anyone knows what that is. It is the protein that elevates at time of inflammation. So that study shows that it actually reduces the levels. It indicates reduction of the inflammation in the body. And that's Keong, 2015. Another study published in the Journal of Biological Psychology demonstrate that gratitude interventions lead to reduction in inflammatory gene expression and increase of expressing an anti-inflammatory gene in patients with cognitive heart failure. That's Redwine, 2016. Gratitude can also help lower low blood pressures and heart rate. Research published in the Journal of Psychological Science showed that individuals who experience feelings of gratitude had lower blood pressures and heart rate variable compared to those that did not experience that experienced resentment or other bad feelings. That's McCraty and Zayas, 2014. Improved sleep quality. There was a study published in the Journal of Psychosomatic Research that found that individuals who practice gratitude report better quality of sleep, shorter sleep latency, and longer sleep duration. So that is a study by Wood in 2009. So gratitude can also strengthen relationships because gratitude strengthened our social connection and relationship with individuals when we express gratitude to others. It helps us foster empathy, which we've talked about so many times, communication, sense of belonging, and engages in acts of kindness and gratitude that can create a positive ripple effect in the community. Now, besides all those studies that were done, there's also a neuroscientific insights into gratitude. Research show that the brain has several regions that are involved in experiencing and expressing gratitude. I want to cover these three important portions of the brain. The first one is the prefrontal cortex. The prefrontal cortex, particularly the VMPFC, if you know what that is, but that's a place or a part of the brain that is associated with cognitive process that relates to gratitude, such as decision making, moral reasoning, and perspective taking. When you activate the prefrontal cortex, it links to feelings of appreciation, empathy, and understanding to perspectives of others. There was a research in 2015 by Fox, and there's another research in 2009 by Zan that shows the connection to the prefrontal cortex. The hypothalamus plays a very important role in regulating psychological response to emotions, including gratitude. It involved in the release of the neurotransmitters and hormone, which I'll cover in a little bit. There are specific hormones such as oxytocin and dopamine that are associated with the feelings of bonding, pleasure, reward. So activation of the hypothalamus is linked to the experience of positive emotions in the social bonding. That was also research done by Zan in 2009. The limbic system includes structures such as the amygdala and the hippocampus that is involved in the processing of emotions, memory, and reward. Activating the limbic system is associated with the experience of gratitude and the formation of positive memories related to gratitude experience or grateful experiences. It also plays a role in reinforcing behaviors that lead to positive outcomes. That was a research from Klimeski in 2014 and the same research from Zan in 2009. So when you understand how neural parts of the brain actually correlate to gratitude, that can give you a lot more of understanding why gratitude is so important and how it really affects your overall well-being. Now let's cover the several neurotransmitters that are associating with that experience or that are so important to know. Dopamine is referred to as the feeling good neurotransmitter because it plays a role, a very central role in the brain's reward system. It is associated with the feelings of pleasure, feelings of reward, motivation. So when we experience gratitude, dopamine is released in the brain, reinforcing the behavior and promoting a sense of well-being and satisfaction. That has actually also shown in the research from Zane in 2009. Serotonin. Serotonin is a neurotransmitter that regulates mood, emotions, and social behavior. It's involved in modulating your feelings and happiness, contentment, and social bonding. Gratitude has been shown to increase serotonin levels in the brain and contributing to feelings of positivity and emotional well-being. That is from a research, Klimeski in 2014. Oxytocin is called as the love hormone or the bonding hormone because it plays a very significant role in social bonding and trust and empathy. It is released in response to positive social interactions, including expression of gratitude. When you have act of kindness, that is also responsible for oxytocin. Oxytocin promotes feelings of connection, trust, generosity, enhanced social relationships, and overall well-being. That is also shown in the research from Zan in 2009. So the release of these neurotransmitters during the experience of gratitude help reinforce the behavior and strengthen the neural pathway associated with positive emotions, social connections, and well-being. So research has really shown that gratitude practices can have a profound effect. And so I want to show you how these effects really affect on you, or what kind of effects you can have. Increase activity in rewarding circuit. So gratitude practices such as journaling, as I mentioned, and I'll mention it again in a little bit, or expressing thank you even, have been associated with increased activity in the brain region involved in the brain's rewarding circuit, including the ventral striatum and prefrontal cortex. These increase activities that link to feeling pleasure, satisfactory, and motivation, reinforcing the behavior of practicing gratitude. I referred to the scientists that the research that actually mentioned that. Enhanced emotional regulation, gratitude practices have shown to strengthen neural pathways involved in the emotional regulation, such as the connection between the prefrontal cortex and the amygdala. This can lead to improved ability to regulate negative emotions and respond more adaptively to stressors, promote resilience and well-being. Changes in the brain structure. Long-term engagement in gratitude practice have been particularly associated with structural changes in the brain, especially in the regions that implicate in emotion regulation, empathy, social cognition. So, for example, research have shown that increasing in gray matter volume in the prefrontal cortex and interior cingulate cortex, which are involved in decision making and perspective taking. It also helps reduce in the amygdala activity. The amygdala, which is a key structure involved in processing emotions and threats detection, have been found to show reduction in activities in response to negative stimuli following gratitude interactions. This decreased amygdala reactivity is associated with less stress response and greater emotional resilience. So overall, these findings really suggest that gratitude practices can induce neuroplastic changes in your brain, lead to improved emotional well-being, enhance social function, and have a greater resilience to stress. So when you understand the effect of gratitude on the neural pathway and the brain structure, you can really gain insights on how gratitude promotes lasting change in your behavior and your mental health. There are numerous researches that also demonstrate benefits of gratitude in terms of increasing happiness. You increase happiness because when you're grateful, you're just telling your brain things that you are happy for. And so you're getting more and more of those happy moments. Improve mental health, as I mentioned before, enhance physical health. And all of these researches I already mentioned, but there's so many of them. There's Gordon from 2012. Wood, I think I mentioned 2007, Kashtan 2006. All over the world, there's so much study done about the resilience and the help of gratitude. So what are some things that you can do to promote gratitude and to cultivate gratitude into your daily routine? So the first one would be gratitude journaling. One very, very powerful way is to keep a gratitude journal. Each day, take a few moments to just write down 3 things that you're grateful for. This simple practice can really train your brain to focus on the positive and foster senses of appreciation. Set aside a few minutes each day to write down 3 things that you're grateful for. Be specific in the details, and there's always something to be grateful for. Some people do it in the morning, 3 things, and before they go to sleep at night, 3 things they're grateful for. Another way is to have a mindfulness, gratitude meditation. Throughout the day, pause and notice moments of gratitude. It doesn't matter how small the moment is, whether it's just the warmth of the sun on your face or a kind word from a friend. These are things that really remind you that life is beautiful and abundant. Practice mindfulness meditation with a focus on gratitude. Spend a few minutes each day reflecting on things you are thankful for. Breathe deeply and allow the feeling of gratitude fill you in. Gratitude letters. Express gratitude. Expressing gratitude is also very important. Take time to thank people in your life who made some kind of a difference, whether it's a family member, a friend, a colleague. So when you express gratitude, we don't just uplift the other person, but we also deepen our own sense of connection and appreciation. Write a letter, express gratitude to someone who has who had a positive impact in your life. Be specific about how they've helped you and how much you appreciate it. Just a thank you card can really go a long way. You can choose to send a letter, or you can just write it for yourself and don't send it. Keep it for yourself. But it just opens up these great feelings and emotions. Gratitude walk. Take a walk outdoor and pay attention to the beauty and abundance around you. Notice the sights, the sounds, the sensations. Express gratitude for the natural world and the opportunities that you have to experience it. Gratitude ritual. Create a daily or weekly ritual that reminds you to practice gratitude. Some can say grace before meals, keep a gratitude jar, write down moments of gratitude, or share gratitude with loved ones. In my household, every Friday when we sit for dinner, we have we go around the circle, no matter who we have. Even when I host people, we still incorporate them into this activity. But even when we just sit ourselves with my kids, we mentioned three grateful things we had this week. From my little one to adults that have been as guests in our house, everybody has something to be grateful for. So we implement three things that you are grateful for that happened this week, but it doesn't have to be this week. You can do it daily, you can do it weekly, you can do it however you would like, but it has to be something that is repetitive and repeated consistently. Gratitude partner. Find a friend or a family member who also wants to practice gratitude and become the accountability partner. Share what you are grateful for with each other regularly. Provide support and encouragement. Gratitude triggers. Choose a specific cue or a trigger, such as something that you see or hear that triggers you to be grateful. That brings me to a reminder, this amazing, incredible book by Rhonda Byrne, The Magic, which I actually offer in my learning center, a gratitude month, a 28-day challenge of gratitude. Feel free to reach out and ask me about it. It's a 28-day challenge following the book that gives you these rituals that basically become your habits. And one of the things, I can't remember if it's the second day or the third day, you have to find a stone and you put that by your bed. So every night before you go to sleep, that stone triggers that you have to say gratitude. You have to be grateful for something. So there's so many different things, and feel free to reach out. I will be happy to teach you more about it and guide you through that journey that would become a great habit for your life. So I want you to explore the concept of gratitude and the significance in your life. I want you to invite each of you, your friends, your family members, people that you know, to practice and take a moment to reflect on your own experiences with gratitude. Think about a time that you felt genuinely grateful. Think about a time that you felt that you're appreciating someone or something. Can you remember a feeling of being incredibly grateful when your friend helped you through a tough time? I know I can. Everybody has someone that was there for them when they needed. A time when their support really meant so much to you. How about something very simple, like just seeing a beautiful sunset or receiving a kind gesture from a stranger, just someone who walked by and smiled? That is a moment to be grateful for. These moments always remind me to be thankful for the little things in my life. Gratitude really comes from both significant events in life, but also from everyday occurrences. How did those experiences of gratitude make you feel? What impact did they have on your mood, outlook, or relationship? Take a moment and write it down. Write it down in your journal. Write it down somewhere that you can see and remind yourself. It's clear that gratitude can have profound impact in our well-being and relationship. So I encourage you to really think about how you can incorporate gratitude in your life, whether journaling, as I mentioned, expressing thanks to others, or just simply taking a moment and appreciating the present moment. Now, I know you might say there are some challenging times where gratitude is so hard. So, how do we actually keep being grateful at times that are so difficult? Even in difficult times, there are often moments of kindness. There are lessons that we learn or lessons to be thankful for. Leaning on social support network and expressing gratitude for the support that you're receiving can really help uplifting your spirit and foster resilience. I find that keeping a gratitude journal really helped me stay grounded even when things are tough. Taking a few minutes each day to write down things I'm grateful for helps me shift my perspective and remind me that there's still good in the world, even the smallest changes. Gratitude journaling is really wonderful practice that many find very useful. It's a tangible way to document moments of gratitude that reflects on them over time. Remember, cultivating gratitude is a journey, and it's okay to start small and build from there. Here are some resources that you might want to read to understand gratitude better. These are three books. I also mentioned Rhonda Bear. It's called The Magic. That's a great book. It's more of a practical book. So if you need an accountability partner, we're here to help you. Just reach out to us and I'll introduce you the 28-day challenge, the 28-day magic challenge. Each of these books really explain why it's so important and how gratitude affects your well-being. There are some articles, I mentioned some of them before, but there are also others that I'm writing in here, why gratitude is good, the science of gratitude, and how gratitude changes you and your brain. I mentioned a few of those things here in the PowerPoints, but that's a lot more detailed. And of course, there are apps today, guided meditations, gratitude meditation, guided gratitude meditation, and gratitude meditation apps. There are so many apps. By Calm, the Calm app is pretty good. It really gives a lot of different ways of incorporating gratitude into meditation. So here's my prescription for you. Take a dose every morning, or at least start with every morning. You can also take one at night. It would cause shift in perspective, it will cause feeling of abundance, and it would decrease feelings of anxiety. So now that we had a chance to reflect on our own experiences of gratitude, I really do hope you will have questions or comments that you can post down below. I invite you to take moments and reflect on your own experiences with gratitude. Share the moments of gratitude and experiences with me, with others. Feel free to write it below, and I'll be so happy to know that people have so much to be grateful for. Let's take a moment to acknowledge and appreciate the blessings in our lives. There are so many of them. And as we wrap this up, I want to thank each and every one of you for joining me today on the journey of the exploration of gratitude. Remember, gratitude is a practice. It's an ongoing journey that unfolds one day at a time. I encourage you to continue cultivating gratitude in your life to see the transformative effect that it can have. Thank you, and I look forward to see you again soon. Until our educational journey crosses again, always remember that learning is a gateway to a bright future. Enjoy the week.